Mic check, 1 2 1 2. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. This one's gonna be good. This one's gonna be good. This listen through goes out to Awesome. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's gonna be happy to be listening to this one. Alexisonfire tonight. Let me give you some insight. Awesome, you've made a... And by the way, this was recommended on the Patreon, so that's why I'm referring to the individual who has recommended this today. I got tarot cards all over me, people. The Page of Cups. I pull a card every day for some esoteric insight. But Awesome. This one goes out to you. It was recommended on the Patreon. And truth be told, I'm really looking forward to this because one of my, I say favourite albums, it's a defining album of my youth, of my early teenage years when I started to get into alternate music. I say album, but it wasn't necessarily the album as such as like the first track or two. I was really into Watch Out, the album by this same band, Alexisonfire, when I was younger. I really liked Watch Out. I listened to a couple of tracks on this record, but there was a little bit more of a, from what I considered it to be when I was younger, a little bit more ambient, a little bit more spaced out, a little less direct with the riffage, and, you know, I didn't really get it as much when I was younger. Don't get me wrong, this is going to be a completely, essentially new listen through to me, because I didn't really listen to this record whatsoever, but there might be a couple of moments I do remember. I had a couple of friends who adored this band, right? Really loved this band. I enjoyed City and Colour. I didn't follow City and Colour much, but there's a couple of good songs I enjoyed by City and Colour. And without further ado, let's not waste no more time. This is King of the Pit TV. 44 Caliber Love Letter is track number 1. We're listening to the self-titled record by Alexisonfire tonight. I'm looking forward to this one. Let's go. This is LimeWire days right about now. This is iTunes days for me, man. Post-hardcore. That's what they would call it. Let's see if I can redefine that today. I've ordered some food, so my phone might start ringing during this listen through. But we're going to enjoy this record tonight, people. It's verging on metalcore-esque guitar work. Come on.
This is a 44 caliber love letter straight from my heart.
Great opener. Really introduces you to, you know, the potential that lies ahead. We have the harsh vocals essentially leading the way, creating the audacity. We have these fantastic lead guitar lines that are very organic. The production is good, that it's not like an overproduced robotic instrumental. It's very organic and human, and the guitar lines are very cool, very creative, very quirky. And I honestly think the selling point are the clean vocals, the powerful clean vocals, the melodic aspect, and the power in comparison to the harsher vocals are really good. I mean, do I need to tell you that? We got Counterparts and Number Them coming up next, all right? Let's go. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. Des, Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Alexisonfire tonight. Track number 2 is entitled Counterparts and Number Them. It's a brief one at 2 minutes 19. Let's jump in. There's quite a few sub 3 minute songs on this. This guy says, I am effing vibbing. That's a new word, that, vibbing. That's a legendary word. That could be memed in this day and age. I'm vibbing. I'm still the same kid I was back 15 years ago and 15 years before that. I wish I wasn't ever born. I don't want to be here. What? Jesus Christ Almighty. Alexisonfire was a porn star, if you didn't know. If you used to go, I don't know if it's still the same thing, but if you were to go onto Alexisonfire.com, it definitely didn't bring the band up. I used to think it was Alex is on Fire, like when I first came across this band. I think a lot of people would have. Should we do a little bit of Funeral for a Friend after this? I like the artwork, you know. I think the artwork is symbolic. It can't be forgotten. Even though I've never looked at the artwork in detail, it was just the Alexisonfire album artwork of their first album. There's nothing much like it. That was Counterparts and Number 'Em. It wasn't as good as 44 Caliber Love Letter. No flipping way was it as good as 44 Caliber. But hey, we're getting plenty of things to talk about. Let's keep moving. We've got track number 3 coming up next. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget to rest now, people. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. My phone might go off at any moment. I'm expecting a pizza and chips to come through my door. I'm not going to lie to you. Track number 3 of the Alexisonfire self-titled is Adelaide. You tell me. I don't know. Let's go. It's a longer one at 5 minutes 47. The longest track on the record. Track numero 3. Alright. This is a raw, emotional masterpiece, says Niv Sent. Let's find out. I like the sound engineering on this record. You can really hear the band. It's not about polishing it and making it sparkly. It sounds really good. They've not tried to disguise the band's sound. Come on. You get a great experience of the bass line due to this production. Really pops, great clarity, Really sounds good. I would assume that some people would disagree over my appraisal of the bass tone and sound, but I like it. I like it. It sounds organic. It works well with the production. Controversial opinion. I didn't think that outro was as beautiful as people said it was. But that as a whole, that was a good tune. It was a good tune. It wasn't too much different from what we had with 44 Caliber Love Letter, bar a couple of bits, because we get the cool, funky lead guitars. We get quite a little bit of cool bass guitar noodling. We've got the great contrast between the vocals. Altogether, it sounds very good and it's very cohesive, but they didn't really reinvent the wheel as opposed to what we've heard already prior in this record. With that being said, I'm not paying attention to the drums much. I think the drums sort of take the background of this record. It's a very guitar-laden record. We've got A Dagger Through the Heart of St. Angeles coming up next. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV, listening to Alexisonfire's self-titled album. Track 4 of 11 is entitled A Dagger Through the Heart of St. Angeles. This entire listen through goes out to my friend Dawson, who recommended us on Patreon. Let's jump in, shall we? It's a shame they grew up as people and artists and ventured into new sounds, because I wish this was their whole discography. At least I always have the early stuff and La Dispute. I have a La Dispute tattoo. I liked La Dispute when I was younger. Not so much now. I heard they weren't very good live, in all honesty, La Dispute. I heard that from multiple people. I never saw them live. I definitely respect just wanting this sound to never end, but man, I feel like they aged like fine wine. Watch Out and Crisis are amazing albums where they started to really hone in on their sound. So many great tunes. I love those albums, but this is just my tea. I rarely listen to Young Cardinals. Never listened to the new stuff since they got back together. Dog's Blood is pretty sick though. I'm unfamiliar with that. I know that Young Cardinals was one of the more recent records, albeit quite a while back now, but you know, relative in the grand scheme of things. The guy Wade went on to front Gallows. Load of shit, man. Load of shit. You can't have Gallows without Frank Carter, but even so, I don't really like Frank Carter in this day and age, because I don't know, it's like Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. It's like, I have to be the be-all and end-all. I am punk rock. You know, I'm not into that sort of stuff. I sort of perceive... rock and roll is rock and roll, don't get me wrong. Not wrong with being a rock star, but I just don't like, you know, that much accentuation on a figure. I'm not into that idol sort of worshipping nonsense. With that being said, I saw Gallows with Frank Carter. Is it Frank Carter I'm thinking of? Because there's two. Not Frank Turner, Frank Carter. Saw Gallows and they were really good. I was really into that band. The Grey Britain record in particular I thought was fantastic. Really enjoyed that. But when he left and Wade joined the band, it's just like you've just rid of the character of the band. Like there's no, you know, it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. Where's Wade from? Alexisonfire, an American band, aren't they? You can't have an American fronting flipping Gallows, can you? Was it Gallows who he started fronting? Was it? You tell me. I think it was. Apologies if I'm wrong. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. I know this was called post-hardcore, and I can understand why, but, you know, it's arguably metalcore. Like, one side of the spectrum of metalcore, as well as anything else. You know, the dissonant sections and the lead twinkles and all of that. It's quite metalcore-esque, arguably more metalcore than post-hardcore, but what the hell do I know about post-hardcore? Not much at all. We've got Polaroids of Polar Bears coming up next. There's ROCKSTEADY King of the Pit TV listening to Alexisonfire's self-titled debut record. This one's entitled Polaroids of Polar Bears. Let's go. The sound of this record reminds me of one particular song from a band called Porcupine Tree, and that's called Russia on Ice. It's very atmospheric. I think the sound production's really good because it's a production I didn't forget, even though I never really listened to this record. Yeah, give me a BBW. Come on. La da 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 da. As it stands, King of the Pit TV, 869,000 views on this channel, so let me thank you all very much. It's a beautiful community, right? Never been able to speak to so many people about music in my life. Canadian band. I apologize for calling them American in the last video. A Canadian. I never knew they were Canadian.
Self-centeredness, retracting true new geometry, science, and ability to map geography.
I like that. I like that expansion into the distorted sound, and then it cuts and you just got two single clean guitar notes. I thought that was good. That was Polaroid to Polar Bears. What a great atmosphere this record has. What a great atmosphere. I can see why people would be so emotionally involved with this record. It's a great sound. It's a great sound, and it's almost like a little secret, you know what I mean? Because it's emotionally driven, it's melodic, yet it's harsh, but not in a metal way, you know? Water Wings, another poolside fashion for par. It's coming up next, I'll see you there. Yes, now bless now my people. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. Water Wings, another poolside fashion for par is the long-winded title of this track. Track 6 of 11. Alexisonfire self-titled album. It's devoted to my friend Awesome, who recommended this on the Patreon. My phone might ring anytime, or at least I'm hoping my phone might ring at some point, because my takeaway is long overdue. Let's go. They did a music video to this 10 years ago. Great harmonized vocal there. A little bit wobbly. Makes it real, honest. Cool riff. Like Thunderstruck. That was really good. Yeah, that was really good. It was nice to hear a little bit of a tempo behind them. A little bit more of a driving sound instead of like the spazzy back and forth, left and right, up and down, all over the place, sort of metalcore-y sound we have had. It was nice to just sort of get to the point and just blaze ahead, you know. I like that one. That was an half-decent tune. And yeah, them dual vocals, them harmonized vocals were pretty bloody good. I thought that was really good. We've got Where No One Knows coming up next, alright? Track number 7 of 11. Yes, no, bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I'm full up, brother. I'm full up. Track 711 on Alexisonfire's self-titled is entitled Where No One Knows. Bruh, in between track 6 and now, I scranned off a kebab pizza. I scranned off a cheesy chips. I scranned off the Pepsi Max. Wow! This listen through goes out to my friend Awesome, who recommended us on the Patreon. Let's jump in. Oh shit, let me get this volume sorted, people. Hold on. Whilst I was having a munch, I was watching some videos, wasn't I? Da, 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 da. What is that? Is that the bass guitar playing chords or something? It's very dull sounding in a positive way. I like the sound, but it's a very dull sounding guitar. Probably was, you know. Power chords on the bass guitar. That one was laden with a lot of Dallas screen. A lot of Dallas screen in that one. A couple of intricate guitar parts. We're not reinventing the wheel with that one. It was what it was. We're creating a consistency in the album by continuing on what we've heard before. I say that respectfully. But it was nothing new. We didn't really get anything new on that one. We've got the Kennedy Curse coming up next. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Alexisonfire is the band. Alexisonfire is the album. Let's jump in. The Kennedy Curse track 8 of 11. Let's go. Someone says peak Alexisonfire at 141. Yeah, somebody says math rock. A little bit. Apparently the remaster is a joke. I wonder why. This riff should be like pure metalcore mosh, but the production sort of has it not be. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just a unique thing. Because we've got this dun 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 dun, and we've got the drummer hitting the snare. These cymbals going mad. I don't know what removes. It's the sound production, most definitely. But if a band was to do this with like a different production, it'd be different. Marauder, it's like a Marauder riff. A lot of legato playing on this record. And single line guitar playing on one guitar string. Ba-ba-dum. Some death metal growl in it. That was good. That might have been my favorite. Nah, I think 44 Caliber was my favourite so far, but that was a good tune. Yeah, that was a good tune. I think the death metal vocals incorporated themselves very well. I thought the death metal vocals worked really well. Them growls were good. We've got Jubella coming up next. Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. We're listening to Alexisonfire by Alexisonfire, and this song is entitled Jubella. This is track 9 of 11 on the self-titled record. Let's jump in. Substantially louder than the other tracks have been. Some time in that. That was a good tune. Underrated, yeah. I think one of the comments was talking about how underrated that one is. I thought that was a good tune. I mean, it was shorter than the others at 2 minutes 29, but there was some good ideas. So there was some unique ideas. You know, a couple of the tunes of the past, I said, it's all right, but we're not really reinventing anything. We're just sort of, you know, doing what we've done throughout the rest of the record. But that one, there was some new ideas, even though it was concentrated into such a small song length. I think that was the most, bold sort of part of it, and I like that. I like the timing of it. I thought it was unique, and then it opens up with the big open power chords. We got little girls pointing and laughing coming up next. Let's keep things moving. Yes, now bless now people. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Little Girls Pointing and Laughing is track number 10 of 11 on the Alexisonfire self-titled. This entire listen through goes out to my friend Dawson, who recommended this on the Patreon. Let's just jump in. Come on. I like them dissonant moments, man. You might disagree that they're not dissonant, but you know what I mean. Sounds a little bit like the dude from Rise Against. A little bit. Ba-da-ba-ba. That was good. That was definitely selling the clean vocal. Some great guitar work, some fantastic harmonics. I like this band using the harmonics. I like this band using the dissonant jingles on the broken chord sections. I think that's really cool. Very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Could be the best track on the record. Could be the best track on the record. We had the clean guitars initially with the clean vocals, which worked really well. And, you know, with that clean guitar, we actually got to pay attention to the drumming for the first time, like, ever. I hadn't really been paying too much attention to it because just of the production and sort of reeled it back into the background. But that was really good. That was Little Girls Pointing Laughing. I thought that was a good tune. I thought that was a good tune. There's a great emotive value to this record. Even if the clean vocals, the melodic vocals weren't in the mix, the way the guitar work is manifest, for lack of a better term, just absolutely fantastic. We're going to finish off with Pulmonary Artery coming up next. I'll see you there. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Let's finish this record off, shall we? We'll be listening to the self-titled Alexisonfire record. It's been recommended on the Patreon by my friend Awesome, who's put me onto some good records as of recent on this channel. Let's finish this record off, yeah? Last track, Pulmonary Artery. Bada bing, bada bong. People talk about the remaster not really doing this record any favours, but was it re-recorded as well? Because normally a remaster isn't like the worst thing in the world unless they actually re-record the instruments and like just sort of reproduce it. Then that's a different kettle of fish, my friend. Pardon me. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. That was a good song to finish on. And it was a nice hook there at the end. Ba ba da ba ba da ba, la da da, ba ba da ba ba da ba, la da da. Yeah, that was a great tune. It didn't feel like a whole track though, but it felt perfect out of all of the ones we've heard to be the last track. Nice, clean introduction. In and out. Maybe about, I'd say, 65% of that was actual track. The rest was like relatively instrumental. I thought that was a good one to finish on. Great vocal hook, great build up there at the end, up in the intensity, up in the ante, before polishing off, finishing the record off, and saying goodbye, sayonara. With that being said, I'm gonna do one more video where I'll give you my final overview of this record, and we'll call it a day. All right? Yes, now bless now. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV, finishing this record off with a review and a rating. We just listened to the mighty Alexisonfire with their debut record. I'm not trying to get a glance of the lady's legs, by the way. I'm just trying to get that logo in there, Alexisonfire. So this was a good listen. It got recommended on the Patreon by my friend Awesome, who's had me listening to some good records as of recent, and this was no different. My relationship with Alexisonfire is a confusing one, because this band was like one of the defining bands of me getting into alternate and harsher styles of music. I had a very brief stint with post-hardcore music as I got into like actual extremity, such as deathcore and bands of the like hardcore adjacent music, and then like harsher metal bands. But Alexisonfire alongside Atreyu, alongside 36 Crazy Fists, these were acts I were into. Lost Prophets is another metalcore band. You know, these were my gateway into, you know, extreme music, to put a long story short. With that being said, I never really got into this record. I never listened to it fully. I only had a couple of tunes from it. You know, I was just downloading what I could off of LimeWire. But I liked Watch Out. I downloaded Watch Out off of iTunes, off of my mum's card. She ended up finding out I was like buying albums off of her card. I was young and naive and thought she wouldn't notice. Of course she'd notice. I come from a working class background, people. It wasn't cheap. I got caught downloading like a Kiss greatest hits record, and what a sad way to go out. It was shit. We should do some Kiss on this channel just to see if I change my mind. But with that being said, I liked Watch Out. In particular, I liked the tune Control from Watch Out. I didn't really think too much of the rest of the record. From what I heard, the album Crisis probably has like most of the hits. This could be anywhere in the world. Whatever it's called, The Hands, Boiled Frogs, I think, is on there or something. They were half-decent tunes, but this one, the self-titled, I always associated it with a more atmospheric energy, you know, and I won't really take that away. I still think it does, but there's a great energy to it. It's good art, because it's not perfect. It's unique, because I want to call it metalcore, but it's not. And of course they call it quite literally post-hardcore, but I don't know. Post-hardcore, what is post-hardcore? Is this post-hardcore? Because there's elements of metalcore in here with the dissonant twanging guitars and the guitar lines, but it's not necessarily hardcore music, is it? I think it's a good sound. I think the production's really good. The production has got loads of character, and it's very human and organic. It's not overproduced whatsoever, but it's produced enough. The guitars don't have, not the guitars, the drums don't have much of a presence on the record. The drums are pretty reeled back. It's a guitar record. Like a lot of lead guitars, a lot of noodling guitars, and of course you can't take your ears off of the dual vocals that are presented before you, which is like essentially the selling point of this band. Wade and Dallas Green going at it, not taking turns, but essentially having their own vocal line separate to each other upon each and every track. Really good. It's a coherent record. There's no downside to this. If you like the sound, you will like the record, no doubt. If I'm going to rate the record, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's not my style. I'm not really going to come back to it, but there is a possibility, you know, that I might do one day. I'm not going to say no on this one, because I like the emotive value, and I think this is good. It's not like writing songs to just appeal. It's not writing riffs just to write good riffs. There is a good emotive value. There is a good artistic endeavour in this product, and I like it a lot. 6 might seem a little bit harsh to you, because I know people do love Alexisonfire. I had friends I grew up with who adore this band. But for me, from what I heard, maybe, don't get me wrong, I'm looking back nostalgically, right? I'm biased, but I do like the sound they have a little later on down the line, personally, in comparison. That being said, I might do Funeral for a Friend next. I might keep it in this space. I'll see you on the flip side, people. Peace.